Are you new or returning veteran to City of Heroes? I'm Controlled Chaos, and in this video I'm going to go over controllers, how they play, how they work out, and everything like that. Let's go ahead and get started. They're like enchanters from other games like EverQuest. They control the flow of battle. Controllers have the lowest health pool of all of the archetypes, along with the slowest to level. There is one server that has done something to fix the slow leveling issue, and we'll talk about that near the end of the video. The primary power set is all about controlling the battle through roots, sleeps, holds, and mind control. Secondary power set is from the defender's primary power set, as it is all about buffing and healing. With these power sets, controllers mostly do very little damage by themselves, as their roots and holds do minimal damage. Some power sets have the ability to do moderate damage. It is not until you get to the end of the primary power set that you will get a pet that can do consistent good damage, so that you're able to go really quickly through mobs. This is why I said slow leveling for the controllers, is because of that minimal damage that they do. However, they are highly wanted in groups due to being able to control the fight, plus being able to buff and heal group members along with debuff the enemy. You do want to communicate with the group, as when you're using sleeps, roots, holds, or controlling the enemy abilities. The reason being is that if a group member hits an enemy that is asleep, they will wake them up and they will start attacking again. Roots only keep the enemy from moving around. They can still attack. Holds, on the other hand, keep the enemy from doing anything whatsoever. And finally, you do not want your group attacking the enemy that you have taken control of, that is now fighting on your side. If they attack the enemy and take them out, you now lost some attack capability on the enemy that you are fighting. Now, some of the power sets that the controllers have are things like plant control, where you use roots and vines to grab and hold your enemies. Then you have fire control, where you use fire to surround or engulf the enemy. Then there is illusionary control, where you use lights and illusions to confuse and blind and manipulate the enemy. Then there's also gravity control, where you use gravity to lift and throw the enemy up in the air, or push them back, or push them into the ground, and things like that. You can even throw objects with gravity control, and that's one of the powers that gives you the ability to do moderate damage, is with propel. You can throw objects at the enemy and do good smashing damage with that ability. Now, the best way to enhance the primary power set is with accuracies, so that your roots and your holds and stuff like that take effect. Then for your roots, you want root duration. For sleep, you want sleep duration. Holds, you want hold duration, and so on and so forth. For your secondary, you want to use time reductions, so that your powers pop up a lot quicker for healing and buffing. And then you want to use endurance reductions, especially on those ones that are toggles that you have for buffs. And then for your heals, you want to put a lot of heals. For your damage resistance, you want to put damage reductions. For your defensive abilities, you want to put defense in there. And then of course, for your debuffing, you want to put reduced to hit or reduced to damage type of stuff. Now, your roots, sleeps, and holds and control powers can be resisted. Thugs will not resist it that much. Lieutenants will resist it somewhat. You may have to try a couple times to get those roots and holds on them. Bosses have a higher resistance but can still be rooted and held. You'll just have to keep on trying. Sometimes it can take 4 or 5 times before the root or hold takes effect. Now, if you're wanting to solo as a controller, it can be done. It will just be slow going at the beginning. As I mentioned before, it is a lot of low damage you're doing. 1 point of damage ticked over time, 3 point of damage ticked over time. It just takes some time. However, you can make your controller on Thunderspy server, and they have moved that pet that's at the end and put at the very beginning of the power set, so you get the pet right away. This makes leveling a lot easier on Thunderspy because of this, because you now have something that does consistent amount of damage, that's not just a couple points here, a couple points there, but moderate damage, which makes this nice. So if you're not that big into controllers, because of how slow they level due to the amount of damage they put out, you do want to make them on Thunderspy, as they have changed that and they're a bit more easier and quicker to level. If you found this video helpful and or enjoyed it, please hit that like button and subscribe if you have not done so already. Thank you for watching and have a great day.